Hello, everybody. Welcome to another great evening of Dungeons and Dragons with us here at Under Fractured Sky. I am your hostess and your dungeon master. I am Lady D, pronouns she, her, hers, and let me introduce you to this merry band of miscreants that joins me every week. Let's start things off with the returning hero, Miyoko.
Hi, I am Miyoko, pronouns are she, hers, and I play Eye of the Forest, Tabaxi Warlock.
Fantastic. And Cheryl.
Hi, I'm Cheryl, they, them. I play Wayra Evenas, the half-orc bard.
Okay. And Dragon.
Hi, I'm Dragon. I play Usna. First of all, him. I play Usna Soulsight, the gnome barbarian and disgusting pervert.
The Gnome Barbarian?
No barbarian. Brain work.
Massive difference between the two. Um,
I know.
and let's move things along with Zool.
What if both? Hi, I'm Zool, he, him pronouns, and I play Avne de Beauveau, the cockatiel Kenku paladin who's slowly going crazy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch. No. Um, Salix.
I'm Salix, he, him, and apparently since Dragon is playing a gnome, I'm now playing a gnoll. Uh, so I play Fringle Numbles, the gnoll cleric, apparently. Gnome cleric, but yeah.
They switched things up on me. And Dan.
Hi, I'm Dan. Pronouns are he, him, and I play Jack, the Komodo Dragon Lizard Folk Ranger.
And last but not least, always up to some shenanigans, let's talk to Mega.
Hello, my name is Mega, he, him, his, and I play the character Nova Ambrole, the Chloe confused Fire Genasi wizard.
And you said that was going to make me hate you, and you were correct. Well done. Well done.
I don't know whether to hate that or love that.
We can hove that or have that. I guess it's a blending of the two.
We will workshop this name.
Anyway, let's get things on with the story. So, mic adjusting noise. Sorry. When last we left our heroes, they had just conferred with Balthor Bolton Blount at the luxury suite to discuss the seeming betrayal by Sir Arkston Corvaray, who was seen wearing rather sinister-looking armor and rescuing Castigon from capture by Jacques, Avne, Usnar, and Islington. While Avne denied the possibility that it was Arkston, Islington was convinced that he had convinced others. Wow, I wrote that.
Sure did.
Anyway, the information was shared with the rest of the party and with Blount, who remained doubtful. He attempted to use the sending spell to contact Arkston, but the copper wire used for the spell exploded and knocked Blount unconscious for a few seconds. Shortly thereafter, Usnar wanted to taunt Castigon over being in possession of the Vulture's prized weapons, but the ring of sending that Blount had lent him had similarly exploded. Similarly, leading Blount to believe that contact was being blocked somehow. Through all of this, Shaq brought with him the hostage that Castigon was taunting them with earlier, Mr. Button's Green Sage, a tabaxi banker and undergames kickboxer. Mr. Buttons may have misunderstood Shaq's actions, petting and cleaning him for romantic affections, and upon leaving, requested Shaq visit him sometime at the Salty Pod, a tavern and inn down by the docks. And so, as a hungry Usnar left the meeting and ran to the restaurant downstairs, with Fringle chasing after him, we return to the rest of the party. So, everybody is still with Blount and co. in the hotel room, with the exception of Fringle, Usnar, and of course Forrest, who is not here yet.
They're going to cause a mess down there.
I think the little one has it covered financially, though.
Should I watch over them?
No, they'll be fine. If not, I'm not about to tell somebody who just came back from the dead not to indulge.
Hi, yes, I would like your largest steak.
No, he doesn't.
Cut back. I do the cuts here.
Mm. Y'all can tell Abney's very distant at the moment.
Well, I'm still not convinced that you saw Arkston there. I've known Arkston for many years, and I don't see him turning like that.
Neither do I.
Well, if, like was said before, if it really wasn't him, it was someone using some sort of illusion magic, but we have no way to confirm it.
Mind controlled or possessed or something.
That's terrible if it's something that could possess somebody like Arkston.
It is a terrifying thought.
Hmm.
But if it had to deal with the cult, it wouldn't surprise me.
We're gonna keep an eye out for this. I suggest you all do the same. But
Very well.
aside from this distressing business, I wanted to ask you another question, all of you. Has any progress been made in finding a successor for Amtare?
Well, I was gonna choose Oxton, but if he's evil, like the rest of you say he is, I don't think it's gonna happen. Besides, I haven't seen him since, so I have no real chance to ask.
I do remember Miyoko. Miyoko, fuck.
Didn't happen! Fourth wall
It
break!
happened again!
Ah!
Take two. I do remember Forrest saying something about me being the. Shut up! I do remember Forrest saying something about me being the successor, but I could not do that.
No, you could not.
Thank you, Jacques.
I mean, I have an idea, but,
Oh?
well, thinking about it, I think that, well, maybe Ratbone could be a successor.
Rathbone just kind of stands there, like, thinking, like, I'm sorry, what?
I mean, he's
But-
friendly, but
Uh, does he meet the criteria that Amtari laid out for you?
Well, I do remember that. I mean, they don't exactly know his name, but I do remember that lots of people were talking about, well, not by name, but talking about Rathbone and getting a lot of excitement. He's also, if I remember, he was a paladin or is a paladin of Umtare. So I think he definitely believes in the ideals.
Yeah.
Support of the people was one of the criteria.
I think he would be very good at getting a lot of people excited for him.
Oh, you guys.
Well, no, just to be the logical one here, because apparently I have to. Uh, just being nice to people and being a paladin does not automatically make you, you know, how do I word this? Because I don't know how to. Apparently,
Worthy?
that one, uh, doesn't necessarily make you worthy of, you know, godhood,
And yet,
especially of valor and courage. We've never seen him in a fight. As far as I know, we've heard nothing of how he's been able to fight. Even that gnome that the one that no one knows of. The first one we saw in Amtori's realm. He was chosen because he stood the line and got everyone to safety at the cost of his own life. But
Oh yes, Gilly. That's right. Yes.
sure, if that's his name.
Wait, you guys met Gilly Gindleflop?
We met quite a few of the.
Gindle Blop, Blop, I believe.
I don't remember. Above game, I don't remember. I think it was
It's
Gindleflop.
that's fine.
Yeah,
Glindle Bop, I think it was.
I think it was too. Gilly Gwendolbop or something.
Glenn.
That's fine.
Then that's what he said. Anyway,
That's fine.
No, we met the gnome, we met the centaur, an orc. Three I can remember. I think we met more. But
There
yeah,
are very colorful people.
they showed examples of valor, courage, and so forth. And
But Brown trusted Rathbone for the longest time, and even my mother took confidence in him. I don't have any reason to doubt that he is the sort of person who would be worthy of this sort of thing.
oh, you guys. Oh. He rubs the back of his head, blushing.
yeah, but if let's say you're wrong, you decide to give him the god juice. What happens when it doesn't work?
Well,
We don't
isn't
know.
that the point of all of the juices that we all have?
Yeah,
We all
but
can decide who to give it to.
It
yes,
most
but
likely will just taste like water.
we only have so much of it, and we don't know if there will be any negative consequences. We don't know if we'll give it to him and fuck it, he'll explode.
Oh, that'd be bad. Oh.
And why would Amtari give us such a thing?
Fuck if I know. He's a god.
Of heroism and valor.
Look, I
That
don't know
doesn't.
how fucking god juice works, okay?
It's
I'm
it's
sorry.
quite
Why?
it's quite possible that if someone who is not worthy, it will overload their system.
Oh, that'd be bad.
I suppose I can believe that.
I mean, think of it. Where it's distilled divinity. That's some powerful stuff we've got. Who knows what it'll do to a normal person who isn't ready for godhood?
I mean, yeah, I'm flattered, guys, but you better make sure I'm or whoever you give it to is worthy, or you give it to them. I mean, it'd be pretty cool to be a god. I mean, I was a zombie for like 10 years. So it'd be pretty wild, right?
Yes, it would be pretty wild.
They need to
But
have. Oh, I'm sorry. Go on.
it's alright. We're just considering our options.
Well, he has definitely won a lot of support after his gold medal win. Who knows? But it's not something you should decide on just yet, I don't think. Soon, but not right now.
Of course.
I think we'll take our leave and go back to our regular dealings, as it were.
Of course.
Just try
That's
to
good.
try to call me if anything else comes up, or if you find Arkston or whoever this person purporting to be him or resembling him looks like. Whatever.
Of course. Good day to you, sir.
Good day. And with that, Blount, Ixander, Momo, Rathbone, and Islington part ways, but Islington just kind of just delicately clings to Nova as he's leaving.
Aw.
He puts his hand over his as he goes.
See you later, all right?
Mm-hmm.
You stay out of
But,
trouble.
You too.
And they all leave.
And it just smiles at that.
So let's join Usnar and Fringle down in the restaurant.
Oh, good.
So, can I have 3 rotisserie chickens, your largest steak, and an entire pig, please?
Ooh.
No, you cannot.
Why not? Why
Don't
can't
li-
he?
Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. He doesn't listen to him. He's trying to keep me on a strict diet, but I've been dead for a year, so I need to eat.
You told me you were sitting on a beach.
Shush, 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 shush. See? Also, I don't think he's all mentally there.
The waiter, confused by everything, decides
How
to.
about you just bring me in him a steak?
Can do so.
Good. I'll have it blue, please.
All right. So, yeah, they bring you food.
So Fringle, what have you been up to since? So how have things been ever since, for the 2 weeks since I went away?
We met a god. We got a quest from said god to find a new god to take his place by giving them liquid god juice.
Yep.
We got blindsided by Castigon because he pretended to blow up the stadium.
And then the stuff of Oxen would just happen. Okay, so I'm all caught up. So who you thinking of giving the god juice to?
I've got no idea. I don't know anything about this.
Okay, I think. Okay, probably have to ask her. I've made a forest that when I get around to, when I can remember to. Anyhow, how have you been doing mentally with all this stuff going on?
I'm freaking out and I'm wondering if I'm having some kind of psychotic break.
Bitch, me too, the fuck?
Flags down the waiter. Bring us a bottle of your strongest drink as well.
What once?
Prefer top shelf whiskey.
Very good choice.
Seems like you need this more than I do, mate.
Maybe.
And with that, we cut to Forrest. Forrest,
Hi.
you are just re-entering Averhold. It is a much emptier city now that most of the people have left. You do know it's only been a few days since you left originally. But you had your own little adventure, and you got your head clear, and you decide to come back.
Mm-hmm.
So you're at the northern gate of Averhold. What do?
I probably would go to the only place that I would know of to meet anyone from the group, which was to the hotel.
All right, you go to the hotel with no opposition. One thing that you didn't really quite realize is how mangled your fur is looking at the moment. You're kind of looking. People are giving you a wide berth because you're kind of looking like a crazy hobo that just wandered in out of the woods. And you know what? With your
Not
little
too
adventure,
terribly different from the beginning.
exactly. So you make your way into the hotel. They meet you with skepticism at first until the maitre d' or whatever the equivalent of a hotel person is recognizes you and allows you to go up to the luxury suites. And you are there maybe about 10 minutes after Blount and company left, but you wouldn't know that part.
Okay.
That's for their benefit. That's so they know.
Okay. Is anybody in the I'm guessing common room of the suite?
Yeah, Avney would be.
Is it? Okay.
Like has she entered?
Yeah, she enters. She's trying to be quiet like her usual self. But if Avni is not facing the door, she's going to quietly, like, not trying to pull a prank or anything like that, but she's just going to quietly go up behind him and tap him on the shoulder.
Ah!
Hello,
Oh.
Avni.
Forrest, you're back!
Yes, I have returned. How are you?
Quite frazzled. May I take you aside for a minute?
Absolutely.
And I know you've just returned, and I am sorry, but I need someone to talk to right now.
Things seem to be very serious right now.
They
Very well.
are. They are.
Very well. Of course.
Come on.
Oh.
I guess let's go to my room, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Avni, I just realized something. I apologize. There is some things that I need to ask Jacques a question first.
Oh.
And then
Oh.
absolutely.
Oh, of course.
Is Jacques here?
To my knowledge, yes.
Sure.
Jack is in the kitchen.
Okay.
Knowing him, he would be in the kitchen.
Okay. She goes to the kitchen and goes up to Shaq. Jacques,
Ah, Forrest, you're back.
indeed. I have a question for you. It is extremely important.
Go for it.
Did you get my letter?
I did.
Rather, I believe I left two. Did you got the one that was addressed to you?
That I did.
Good. You have read it?
I have.
Do you agree?
I do.
Do you promise?
I do. I promise.
Excellent. Thank you. I appreciate that.
No problem. And if you want a bit of jambalaya, I'm just about done with this.
In a few moments, Avni wishes to speak with me.
All right.
So,
He kind of gives like narrows his eyes because he sees how dirty you are.
she just goes right over her head.
He already forcibly bathed one cat today.
It's about to become two.
Anyway.
Yep. So Forrest will go back to Avni's room and shut the door behind her. Very well. That is taken care of.
Very well. Very good.
Sit down, Avni. Sit down, and tell me what's going on. What has happened?
Well, I suppose I should start from the beginning. Soon after, I believe a day after you left, I believe. I don't know, my mind's frazzled. We received a message from Castagon that he had a cat captive in the marsh. We thought it might have been you, but it was not. It had turned to be an associate or acquaintance of mine, Buttons Greensage.
That was, you competed against them, yes?
No, that was the
No?
Taverian.
Ah, yes. My mistake.
I am aware that Islington competed with him in the
Then-
Undergames.
Right, I was not there for that, I think.
No, it was not either. I was just told by Castigon himself.
Ah, but please continue.
Right, yes. So we revealed that, and Castigon said that he was hoping for all of us to be there, so he in hopes of destroying all of us, but it was only myself, Jacques, Islington. And then
Indeed.
this blue flash appeared from the sky, the heavens above, and landed right onto Castigon and revealed to be Usnar.
Ah, so Usnar is alive.
Yes, somehow.
That is excellent news.
But he tells me he's been gone for a year, which is perplexing to me.
That is indeed strange.
Realm of water or something? I don't know. It's
I hear drugs will do that to your mind.
indeed. Um. Shit. So after that, and Costigan was knocked unconscious. Thanks to that, it was an incredible clothesline, I do have to say. Um. um. They notice their expression gets dark again. Soon after we were about to finish Costigan off, a portal appeared from underneath him, and he was grabbed and taken away.
Indeed. I cannot say that I am overly surprised by that. Castigon is an effective tool of destruction. I expect that the cult would not be willing to lose him so easily.
Yes, of course. But you're going to hate me for saying this. Well, not me, but just overall. I believe Islington and I got a good look of who rescued him, quote unquote. It looked
Indeed.
like it looked like Oxton.
I I do not believe I met that one.
Out of above game, you did, but it was
Okay,
it was a
I
session
as
where
a
you were
player was not there.
yeah
Right.
you were
Okay.
NPC'd, but
Okay.
you met him
Then
briefly.
then scratch what I said.
It's all good.
Then it says ah wait, Oxton, you say?
Yes.
I that makes me think of something.
What?
I have some news of my own.
What is that?
I did not have I did not have time to explain it when I left, but there was a reason that I fled when I did. After after I had returned from the Colosseum, I tried to spy on Castigon, and I was successful. I managed to see him as well as Tavarian and the Kinku with the gun.
Burke.
Burke, thank you. But there was another. One that he was reporting to. At the time, I did not get his name, and I did not get a very good look at him. But apparently, Castigon was testing something out. Some magical items, some wings that this person had given to them. The creature destroyed the rings, saying that they could be used to trace back to them. And then it caught me. It seemed to see my clairvoyance and to see me. And that was why Castagon was after me. I believe that is why Castagon decided to actually take all of you seriously this time. However, while I was gone, I went north and I did some investigation and found some information of my own. I learned the identity of that creature. Their name is Braxton, which to me is oddly similar.
It is. Forrest, you might think it actually might be him.
I have nothing to confirm other than a name that sounds suspiciously similar. It is, I think, too much to jump to I think it is too little to jump to conclusions on.
Perhaps I am jumping to conclusions.
It is entirely possible that what you saw was an illusion. Someone attempting to frame Arxton, or to set us on a path to attack someone that is innocent.
This is why I don't believe for a minute that it is him.
Has anyone attempted to contact Arxton?
Yes, Blount just recently. The communication exploded.
I'm sorry?
The copper wire used to contact Oxton exploded.
Ah, that is strange.
And Usnar tried to communicate Castigon and taunt him. Hmm. And that exploded as well.
Ah, that is still strange, but less strange, all things considered.
Indeed.
I also tried to keep an eye on Castigon. After all, I thought that Castigon was hunting me. So I tried my clairvoyance on him a few more times, but every time I attempted to look at Castigon, all I saw were eyes all around me. Thankfully, none of my implements exploded, so they did get close, I think.
Yeah. I do believe something is preventing us from communicating with them.
Indeed. It could be that Arxton is captured and is simply in the area of whatever they are using to block our magic.
No, I pray not.
I pray that if it is anything, it is that he is captured and not that he has betrayed everyone.
I can only hope.
Especially since if he is captured, there is a chance of rescue. If he
Of
has
course.
betrayed us, there is not.
Of course.
And she looks very pointedly at Avni as she says that.
I will bring him to justice if need be.
She just nods.
I won't
And
like it, but I will.
I hope that he is captured, Avni, and that we can rescue him.
As do I.
And with that, let's rejoin Fringle and Usnar at the restaurant. So you guys have finished a few courses. Tell me a little bit about the table scene.
Basically, it'll be Fringle's area all nice, neat, and tidy, and Usnar is just a mess with scraps, thrown off bits of bones and meat, and scrap meat just thrown about. Didn't use any knives and forks, just picked stuff up and just shoveled it into my maw, and just ate like a total animal. I haven't had anything that good in a year.
I hope you can pay for that.
Oh no, flat broke.
I don't have any money either.
What? That's okay, sir. We'll charge it to your room.
Okay.
Che. Thank you, Gaston.
Mmm.
Quick question for you, Frango. What shall we do? What shall we do now? What's the group gonna do now?
I have no idea.
Seriously? Come on, you're my main man, my dude. Dude, supposed to help me out here. Give me the actual dirt on the details that everybody's leaving out.
What we're supposed to do is find a person to replace the god of valor, heroism, war thing. Unfortunately, we don't exactly have any idea how to do that. So I honestly have no idea.
It's at that moment that I would like everyone here and in the hotel room to roll a perception check.
Oh no. What are you doing to us now?
Perception.
18.
11.
16.
12.
Off 20.
All right. The bulk of you, actually, no, everybody actually hears sirens in the distance.
Oh no.
That's not a good thing.
Usnar immediately hides.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't
I
know
ain't
why
going
there are
back
so
to
many
prison.
noises outside.
So what are those for? Jack says as he has a bunch of jambalaya on his face because he ate it all because Forrest was taking too long.
Jack.
Immediately looks out the window.
Yeah,
Um,
Wayra goes to the window and leans out looking.
those of you who look towards the south, you see an orangey red glow coming from one of the poorer areas of Averhold. First Gate Narrows, which is let me pull up the map so I can show people at home where that is. Just a second. Oh, I'm already in it. Why am I even Yeah. So
My character sheet.
the party is here. First Gate Narrows is here. So it's more towards the southeast, but yeah, there's like a reddish orange glow coming from that area, and that's where the sirens are coming from too.
Yeah, pokes the head out underneath from the table, looks out the window, sees that it's on fire, and goes. Usnar goes. Well, looks like we're not gonna have a good night's sleep. Let's get moving. Let's meet up with everyone and back at the room and get on the way there.
Well, if we're fighting fires again, try not to die this time.
Correction. I jumped in the correction. I wasn't weren't near the fire. I was swept out to sea by a river. Get your facts straight. I
Try
immediately
not-
pick.
Try not to jump in the river this time.
I immediately pick Pringle up by the collar and put him underneath my arm and start heading towards the fire.
Pringle is the eternal football.
Forest.
Let us go, Avni. We have work to do.
Yes, we do.
I
Forrest
don't
will
understand what these noises are for. Nova says
For-
as he's screaming outside his door.
outside his door. Forrest just goes past, pats him on the head, and says, "It means there is fire, and we have work to do." Goes to the kitchen, grabs a bowl, scoops some jambalaya, and goes out the door.
But Forrest is here. I.
We'll catch you up later.
Come along, Nova, quickly. We need
Favorite
your
I'm
crab.
feeling so many confused feelings.
we need your assistance putting out fires. Come along.
They're
Favor's
fires.
grabbed her stuff and is heading out with them.
Jack is grabbing all of his
She may be
equipment.
grumbling not so happily about this. Like, I just want to relax for 5 minutes, but no.
So, as you all rush towards the danger down the street, you do indeed see that there is a fire peeking over the wall. It appears to be a multi-story dwelling of some sort that is currently aflame. You make your way to First Gate Narrows, towards the narrow street, and you are stopped by some robotic guards. Please wait here, citizen. It is too dangerous.
We can assist.
That is unnecessary. The fire brigade will help.
Where is the fire?
I have not seen any of these robots, so
Oh,
it's
no.
stopping me. So I punch. And I miss horribly.
No, Usnar, no.
Usnar.
Please,
What's
violence is unnecessary. Will be answered
Was-
in kind if you persist.
Usnar, they are the proper authorities of the city. Do not hurt them.
Wait. Clockwork here is a cop.
Yes.
Yes,
Just-
so you best
they are-
behave.
They are also very slow. Run past, and she just runs past.
Forest, no, don't encourage!
No!
You are grabbed by the back of the hood. Robots are faster than you think.
Oh God! Hoisted by my own petard.
I looked at their schematics earlier. They're faster than they look.
This is correct. So as you're all looking at the fire, as this group of robotic guards is keeping you from going down the street, I want to see a perception check from Weira and from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Nova. Nova perception. Nova? There we go. So what you're seeing, there are these fire carriages that, have like hoses and pumps and everything that are, everything okay? Okay, I'm hearing laughter in the background. Sorry, anyway. So, Weira, you see this large muscular form, as like these, fire carriages are, trying to spray down the building, leaping from floor to window to floor to window, and each time coming out with people either clung to its back or around its, or like they're like holding it under their arms. Nova, you positively identify this. This is a white-furred gnoll It's Rathbone.
Oh, it's Rathbone. Look.
Hmm?
Wait, what?
Rathbone is leaping from floor to window and saving people, while the fire brigade works on getting the building doused.
Everybody's just staring.
And you can't help but stare. There's this, and he's not even wearing anything protective. He is wearing his kilt and nothing else.
Oh dear.
Perception to look up the kilt.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I was joking, but you know what? I'm gonna roll it anyway.
Meanwhile, Nova is just starry-eyed.
Where it doesn't see
Yeah.
anything.
I don't know what a 14 gets me.
14 tells you, oh boy.
Yes, D. How big is this sheaf?
Underwear or no underwear? This is what
No.
this tells me.
No underwear. Fully on
Wearing it in the
display.
proper style.
I keep this information to myself. I share with no one.
He is quite
Offering
he's quite gifted. Being
He
able to
just
leap
kinda-
from building this building
If-
like that.
If anyone looks at Shaq, he's just kind of like a nod. Huh.
He's got BDE. That's really all you can say about him.
D.
Yes.
D. With my urchin background, I have city secrets. City secrets, which allows me to move through the city faster using secret passages and whatnot. Am I able to notice some back alleyways to get around this police blockade?
Well, actually not, because this particular area, everything is packed very tightly against the wall and against each other. So, like, there's not a whole lot of alleyway space between buildings.
Gotcha.
So,
Just staring.
so
is Pringle still under Usnar's armpit?
probably.
Yeah.
So what you're seeing is, and you know, I want everybody else to roll perception now that they've been pointed out that this is Rathbone.
Okie dokie. Oh, huh.
Hot damn. Okay, so Usnar and Avne, you are seeing, and you don't know if this is like a trick of like all the water that's being sprayed around, just like kind of cascading, you know, everywhere, creating a mist, or what. But you swear you almost see this weird glow surrounding Rathbone, like this bluish white glow. It's probably just, you know, water just, you know, cascading off of him, and like, you know, all the lights of the fire and like the fire wagons and everything just kind of like playing tricks on your eyes. But you also notice that he is not getting burned at all. Like, other than like a little bit of soot, his fur remains pristinely white as he leaps around, gracefully bounding between one window to two windows, scaling the building. He is moving through this building.
Arcana check, maybe?
Roll an Arcana. You can roll an Arcana check because you crit on your perception.
Thank you. Oh, shit.
I don't know. It must be some glowy shit.
Yeah, it's gotta be. Yeah, that's an old shook and glow.
And
Shit.
and after a few minutes, the building is completely evacuated. There are some kids and parents and stuff just happily like hugging each other. They're thanking Rathbone for his assistance. The fire is successfully doused. The building is beyond repair, but it looks like everybody got out alive. And the fire brigade leaves the scene, having fully doused the flames, and the blockade is lifted.
Well, well, well.
Nova
It's-
quickly runs over to Rathbone.
Forrest is still on the ground being held by the robot and is just like, can they go now?
Yes, the blockade has been released.
Thank you. Have a good day.
I put Fringle down on the floor.
Thank you.
Who's carrying this whole time?
Oh, hey guys. Oh,
Nova
Well,
runs up and hugs him.
hugs are nice.
Rathbone, that was amazing.
Thank you. I was just at a bar nearby, and beating everybody at arm wrestling, and then heard the sirens and the screams, and just went running.
Quite a feat you pulled.
That was nothing. It's stuff I've done before. Before zombie time, but
Of course.
I don't know. I felt a little bit more of a spring on my step this time.
It might be because of that third leg.
The what? Oh no!
Head
But
tilt.
I only see 2 legs.
Uh, Yeah, I'm not sure what he's talking about either, but
Just
but-
poofs up.
maybe my tail. I don't know.
Forrest just appears, begins patting down the poof plumage.
Shax, that's not a leg, that's his junk.
Stop!
Okay, now I'm more confused. He doesn't have any things with him. How can he have any junk?
Neville, I'll tell you when you're older. Rathbone, good job.
Yeah.
I get enough of this out of my father.
Shaq
I
is
love
gonna
you
just.
all so much.
I could not help myself. There was a pause and
No, I'm-
perfect
I am
moment.
so
proud of you.
perfect.
I am proud of you.
Zul the player is proud of you. Avne is just.
Bald.
Repulsed.
Judging you
Yeah.
menacingly.
Yes.
Judgment.
Jack is gonna walk past, give Rathbone a pat on the back, and go towards the burnt house building, whatever it is.
Okay. It's burnt. It's a building. It's a burnt building.
He's gonna want to go inside and take a look around.
All right. There's nobody stopping you. What are you looking for?
To see where the fire started.
It appears to have started, and you don't even need to roll perception on this, because you are a survival-y kind of person. I'm just going to give this to you. It seems to have started in the kitchen of a first-floor dwelling, and there appears to be the charred remains of some kind of dinner.
Well, can rule out the cultist at least. He's gonna walk back out.
Did you find anything?
Yeah. Burnt dinner.
Oh. This was a normal kitchen fire then.
Oh yeah, it got out of control. Like, I'm glad that they got the building doused because, these buildings are so put together so closely that that fire could have spread bad.
I'm just relieved it wasn't an intentional fire.
Yes, me too.
Oh yeah. He brushes a little soot off of him. Still, like, mostly pristine though, like unscarred, unbothered.
Well, I'm good. Well, looks like well, looks like I don't get to fight anyone tonight. Oh, I'm off to bed. See ya.
I'm surprised you don't have any burns.
Oh, yeah, that's just a little trick I learned.
Oh, a trick?
What is it?
Oh, it's kind of a thing that it's a long story, but like some of my like older adventures, pre-death, um, kind of gained this power to kind of like just shield myself with like light. It's weird, but it's pretty cool.
Would I know what he's talking about?
You would, because you've heard of some high level paladins achieving something like this, and clerics too.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't know it intimately.
I was wondering, like, if I knew the name or something.
Nope.
Gotcha. It's quite impressive.
Oh, thanks. It was nothing though, but thank you.
And I'm glad you're safe too. Glad that everybody's safe, it seems.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't think I could still do that, but you know, I guess when I was brought back to life, I'm much younger than I used to be.
Now, have confidence in yourself. You do very well for yourself.
You guys, thanks.
Well, you deserve it.
Hey, who wants to go to the tavern and grab a pint?
I suppose I could relax a little bit.
I think I would like to return to the hotel and have more jambalaya.
Oh, there's jambalaya.
Indeed.
All right.
Shark made some.
Oh, dude, I love jambalaya.
Well, if
Would
they
you
let
like
me
some?
into,
Sure.
if they let me into the kitchen at the tavern, I could probably make some there.
Oh, they probably would, because I just like totally saved a lot of people just now. So I'm sure I got some sway now.
All right.
So you guys go to the tavern. Jacques is indeed allowed run of the kitchen, and you guys have a great time out with Rathbone. And it's there we're gonna take a break.
Woohoo!
What's that squeaking in the background?
That's Avne.
Sorry!
Ah.
Time the tune gets to my head.
All right, we're gonna take a 10-minute break. We'll be back. I'm gonna run some ads, and just kind of chill out for a bit.
Yes, I will be back momentarily. Stop it, Abney!
How dare you tell Avne to silence the song in their heart? They placed a song inside my heart more powerful than you.
And do you know what that song is?
Never gonna give you up.
You up, never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around
Then
and hurt you.
Oh God, you're all offbeat because of the
We're
delays.
all, yes.
It's beautiful. You're
I'm-
beautiful.
You're
You're
beautiful.
You're beautiful. It's true. When I saw your face in a crowded place, and there were fires too.
Well done. Hmm.
I guess I'm almost to a point where I could possibly sing as Nova.
I think you did pretty good.
Yeah, you did pretty good.
I'm
Yeah.
not sure I could sing normally, let alone try and sing as Pringle.
But you see, with Pringle's voice, I feel like you could easily be off key and no one would notice.
That's fair.
That said, you would need to have like a lot of water, just like, just like several bottles on standby.
Right.
Oh, you know what? I meant to play music during that, and I completely forgot. I'm so
Well,
rusty
I mean,
from
like the
being,
the only
doing things.
appropriate song would have been "You Say Run," but we know what happened last time.
Well, I could have played like the same song, the drum beat that happened during the original fire that took over Bend, but I figure that one has bad memories attached to it.
Drama.
Just hours of just like trudging along in the fire, and weirdos cutting their heads off, and
Through the fire and flames.
Yeah, that was really weird. I mean, very talented, but also very stupid.
yeah, he
I
was
don't know whether.
literally doing "I have the power of God" and anime on my side, and then he sliced his head off.
Well, I guess technically, I'm not sure if Nova would be more bothered or less bothered by memories of Bend. It's just like, I, I mean, it felt kind of hot, but I really was just angry that the fire was there, not how it felt.
Jack kind of was also like kill lunch. He was real brutal when dealing with the cultists, which I can't remember if Nova saw.
No, you went off in your own direction.
Okay, so
I
Nova
stuck.
is free from that image.
I
it's
still
like you-
love that in all of that, Forrest did not kill a single person. She saved 2 civilians and never saw a cultist the whole time.
And he got hugged
But-
by a little girl who was
Yes!
like, "Kitty."
But she
Yes.
really fucked up a building.
She did fuck up a building. She fucked up a temple wall.
Oh, it was coming down anyway.
The best part is she did it in full view of the authorities. Because like they were coming in, and I was just like, "That there's Abzazel on the wall, isn't there?" I blast that wall apart.
To this day, still surprised Nova wasn't arrested as a suspect.
I'm a fire
All I-
starter.
All I remember was trying to use create water to douse the flame, and Abney watching Pringle decapitate a dude.
I
And
remember you
probably
took
saw
that-
him kill a dude. It's great.
And then I guess Nova would have completely missed Avne standing in fire.
Oh, this reminds
We don't
me.
talk about that.
Did everybody do the modifications on their character sheet that I mentioned?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did.
Yep.
Hopefully I did it right.
Yeah,
'Cause I
I'm,
had to
I'm
add
hoping.
an extra thing for Weira.
I'll check it out later, but
Pretty much like the only thing you would have to do is just like whatever the damage die is like, D4 plus the maximum. And that would be it.
Well,
also
Uh,
brutal criticals with half work.
savage attack.
Savage.
Brutal critical is the barbarian thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's also like in the similar area of the windows.
Yep, but it is a extra damage dice.
Yep.
Hmm. Yeah, but Barbarians gets the same thing.
Barbarians get something similar, and if you have both of them, you get both of them.
Yes, they do stack. Yes.
Yes, that's why barbarians are fucking scary. No
If I had-
barbarians
and
are
their
scary.
critical die only increase. Like they can get up to like three extra critical dice, can't they?
Why I think so. It's why I've considered, multi-classing Weira into barbarian.
So you can become a barbarian.
Yep.
I mean, you could if you have the requisite attack stat.
I
Yeah.
need to look up what it is.
It's
Yeah,
13.
uh,
All of them are 13.
Okay.
Three
and
additional
it's in strength, right?
Yeah, 13 strength or higher.
Yeah, she'd need to go up one more in strength.
Well, good thing level 8's just around the corner for ability score increases.
Yep.
Also, Miyoko, here's another good song from Winrose.
Oh, nice.
It also means that Nova is almost at maximum intelligence. Finally.
Maximum smarts.
But still not much wiser.
My
Damn, I
smarts
wish that were
are
me.
maximum.
Oh, you people not sitting at maximum of your necessary trait.
Hush your butt, coconut.
Yeah.
But
Wayra is almost there for charisma. She needs one more to max charisma.
Nice.
You see, I actually spent my first ASI boosting his dex because his dexterity was low.
Well, I
Yeah.
used it, I think, bumping strength up 1 because her strength was not great.
I need like +4 wisdom to make it
Oh, yeah,
20.
you'll get
I need
plenty of
magic
that.
to enhance my
I love that
charisma further.
I play a half orc that's constitution is her dump stat.
Man, max stats are awesome. Love to be there one day.
Don't worry, Avne. One day you'll get there too.
I don't
Avne's
know
the
about
Avne's the only character that doesn't have a +0 or a -1 in his stats. Their stats.
Yeah, I have either +1 or +2 or +3. That's it.
Well, nobody
Baby
has a
Abney.
-1. I checked that. Nobody has a -1.
Yeah,
I think
no.
everyone the lowest is 0. That's
Yeah.
that's Wayra's constitution.
Yeah,
I
Jack
had
2 zeros.
I had a 9 in strength, but that got raised at one point.
yeah. So it was like you were the. I think you were the only one.
Mhm.
I don't know. I was gonna get myself
But
another
yeah.
cup of tea, but I don't think I'll go with it because there's not a whole lot left. A little bit, but not a whole lot.
You should go get another cup of tea.
No, our break's almost over in a minute. Well, it'll take me longer than that to get to tea, so it'll be fine.
Okay.
I got a little bit of
Well,
water
yes.
here anyway.
But yes, baby Avni, pets baby Avni on the head. One day you'll be there.
It's like if there's one hindsight.
Dinosaurs screech at you.
Yo, what was that noise?
You said baby Avne. I don't know what baby birds make.
They still cheep. Baby birds make the same noises. They're fully able to cheep.
It's fine.
I thought he was doing like an angry dinosaur at you.
Yeah, I thought so as well.
Angry baby bird chirp.
I'm just imagining
Yeah.
Avne making that noise. When they
Oh my
see.
God,
Oh, go on.
It just popped into my head that, a baby Kenku probably has that weird naked baby bird look.
Aww.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, is everybody here?
Hi.
Nova.
Yes.
Roll call.
Milko.
Yeah, I'm here.
Present.
I
Hey,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone is here for the New Year's satanic blood friendly roll call.
Shh. Anyway, so let's get back into it now. So let me just. Oh, that's right. It's over on this screen now. Yes. Okay. So, you guys drink and you have you have a nice time at this little bar, and yeah, you go back to the hotel with no incident, and you sleep through the night. And the next day thereafter is the closing ceremonies of the games. Many people have already left, but there's still a few that like to stick around for the closing ceremonies. And basically, anybody who won a medal is invited to basically march around the field with everybody else. So, Avne, do you do that?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Avne, you are lumped into the jousting medal winners, which includes Tavarian.
Oh boy.
Rathbone is in the first group, which is the weightlifting group, which you want a gold medal in. And as the band pipes up with their, rousing tune, Rathbone is like, raising his arms, trying to get the crowd involved, getting them all pumped up, and everybody's cheering loudly. You can barely hear the band now.
Yeah, Avney's just waving like, yeah, hi, I'm here. What's up? What's
Ta-
good?
Tavarian's just walking menacingly.
Just shake the head and keep waving.
Tavarian is like walking right next to you, by the way. Since
Like-
it's
Like creepily close or
no,
what?
just close, just beside you because you're part of the same procession.
This was a little while after the fires and everything, right?
Yeah, this is the day after.
Okay. Before that, could Forrest have let everybody know what she had seen?
Yes.
Okay. Then that's all. Thank you. Sorry for the interruption.
Okay. Tavarian eyes you down as you both walk around.
I guess yeah, Avney will eventually like see him and just, may I help you?
Why do you seek their approval?
I'm sorry.
And he nods his head towards the audience.
What? They're cheering for us for winning. Is that a crime? You know,
Not-
it does not hurt to have a little bit of fun.
Nothing that is done today will save any of them from the future.
Oh, and what is that future?
He just kind of looks at you. He doesn't answer. And then he puts his eyes forward and continues walking.
Well, if it is up to me or my friends, that future will not come to be. I can assure you that.
Things are already too far ahead for you to stop. You
Well,
don't
we'll
even know
stop.
who you're going against.
We know who we can go against.
Oh,
Maybe not all of them, but most of them. And just looks at him.
if you wish to challenge me, I will certainly answer the challenge.
I'm not challenging you. I just know who I have to go against.
And you should be running.
I don't think I will.
He just continues walking.
They will as well.
This is a golden opportunity to ask something if you want to.
I know, I'm trying to think of it. Who is your leader, if I may ask?
Our leader.
Yes.
Cheryl, could you mute your microphone, please?
Yeah. I'm working on it.
Why, have you seen him?
I've heard of him.
He does the closest thing that a bird of his type can do to smile. And he just looks forward.
Why so secretive?
Because I've been asked to be as such.
I guess I can respect that.
And I wish to savor it.
Save what?
That look of fear behind your eyes.
Just stare. Do I look afraid to you?
You're putting on a good show. But you're not. You're definitely afraid.
Even in fear, I will stand by my own side. That's what's called bravery, after all.
Hmm. He just continues walking.
Well, I hope you feel the same. Who knows, with the destruction that your god creates, who knows what you have left.
He is not my god.
I'm sorry?
I simply work for him. He is not my god.
Then why don't you portray the virtues of your god?
Because that creature doesn't have any virtues. He's only there to destroy.
What, the god of heroism and valor seeking to destroy?
Oh, that god. He was my god, but let's just say I had a crisis of faith.
Is that right?
Tell me, if you were to lose everyone that ever mattered to you in blood and chaos for blindly following a mortal man, would you still have faith in your god?
I suppose subconsciously.
Then you're a fool.
Perhaps. But a brave fool, and I will accept that.
If there weren't hundreds of people watching right now, I would cave your skull in with my fist.
Afraid to make a show?
More like it's not time.
I can respect that. I suppose I should thank you then.
Oh, don't thank me. It's only delaying the inevitable.
Well, everyone meets the end at one point.
He nods sagely. And that's probably going to be the end of the scene unless you have anything else to ask him.
No?
Okay. All right. So the whole ceremony ends with fireworks in the sky, lots of cheering, lots of music playing, lots of people being announced. It's kind of hard to hear any of it because Rathbone is just making everybody like just get up on their feet and cheer their loudest. Something about him is just captivating to everyone. I'm kind of overselling it, but it's true. Anyway, so with that, the closing ceremonies end. The last of the non-residents of this city seem to be trickling out, leaving behind, just the people that do live here and, a few shopkeeps. And yourselves, of course. So it's later that evening, and unless there's anything else, you guys go back to the hotel room.
Yeah, Avene will do so in contemplation.
Nova was just happy to see some happy explosions.
Yeah. Usnar will also head back to the hotel room.
Forrest is going to find Avney. If we're not already like immediately together.
You're already immediately together.
Okay. Then she's going to break Avney's contemplation and just like appear next to him and just say, "What did he say?"
Oh. Oh. I asked him a number of things. He did reply in a vague manner.
Not surprising.
Indeed. I attempted to ask who the leader was. Again, vague. And
He almost seemed to take pleasure in keeping the answers vague.
right, yeah, I would assume so. It seemed as if he took pleasure in keeping the secret.
Interesting.
It's as if he knows.
Of course he knows. He was there.
Well, I mean, with the Costa Wagon being taken away.
Hmm. Indeed.
And things about Tori. And of course he threatened me, which is not surprising to me.
From where I was standing, you did not seem to respond much to his threat, which is good.
I'm not afraid of him. I'm afraid of what's to come, but I'm not afraid of him.
Understandable. There is much to be afraid of. It would be foolish to be any other way.
Of course. I'm just worried of what is going on in that brain of his.
Question. This is happening in the main living room of the hotel room.
I think you're all just kind of walking back to the hotel with each other,
Yeah.
and this is happening on the way.
Oh, I know exactly what's going on inside of all those cultists' heads right now. You guys have pushed them to the fourth round.
But
I don't follow.
First rule when it comes to pit. First rule when it comes to any pit fight, any type of fight ever. When you've hit the free rounds in are the most brutal fighting that you'll see from both opponents. Because both are trying to go for the instant knockout. So it's when their blows are flung heaviest. They don't heaviest. But if a fight's pushed to the fourth round, the whole game changes. They swap it over. It's more became an endurance. It's become a test of endurance. So now the two opponents are playing mind games with each other, flinching and faking, just making it every move to psych the other person out, to make a mistake, to trip up, so the other opponent can go in for the killing blow. They're trying to say all this stuff I've been hearing. Castigon blowing it, doing the fake out blow up of the arena, them Austin popping out at this time, that big guy in the middle, that center ring, who I really want to fight, saying all that stuff to you, Havney. They're trying to psych us out into making a mistake.
psychological warfare.
Yep, they haven't beat us by the they didn't beat us down with brute force, so now we have to do an endurance match. They're most likely gonna keep doing stuff like this. Grind us down to the point where we make a mistake.
D,
Yes?
is Tavarian in sight anywhere?
No.
I know we've been walking for a while by the time this conversation is here.
Yeah, no, he's not. He's nowhere nearby.
Okay. So is a way to possibly get a leg up?
It's an endurance match. That's why it's an endurance match now. And as the old man used to say, I'm not the best at those. I'm a free round guy
I
myself.
have a way to, well, a possible way to knock some of the endurance out.
And how do you propose that?
Unfortunately, I wish I had thought of this a few minutes earlier, but if we could get Tavarian again, we don't even necessarily have to fight him. Just have you talk to him. Meanwhile, I read his surface thoughts.
No, wasn't a way you could do that.
I've done it before in front of you.
Oh, that's right, you have. I'm sorry, I'm frazzled.
I have done it several times, but it is all right. But yes, I could read his surface thoughts without him even being aware of it. If we wanted to really knock the wind out of them, we could capture Tavarian, and I could attempt to break through his mental defenses.
Yes, but that's quite a heavy reach.
Indeed.
He did propose a challenge to me, though.
That is
even though
quite interesting.
Even though he thought I was challenging him.
Then I would say find a way to accept that challenge. We should draw him out.
Usnar's head immediately turns over to Fringle.
Yes.
Can I borrow that speak over long distances spells that you have for a second, Fringle?
No.
You realize
Please.
that I can actually perform that spell, right?
Oh,
Head
hold on.
immediately turns to Forest.
Hold on. Before either of you try to contact them,
Mm-hmm.
do remember that we're trying to make sure that if we do get in contact with them and bring them out, that it's somewhere away from people.
Of course. Such a challenge should not take place in Averhold. It should be outside of Averhold, away from the city.
You
Speaking of
realize
which,
the last time we tried contacting them, things exploded.
Details.
Details are rather important.
I don't want Forrest's head to explode.
Yes, that would not be great.
I do not
Please.
think we need magic either way. If he is proposing a challenge, then we simply need a way to leave a message in the open that he would understand.
yeah, I suggested something like that for Burke, but we're still thinking out the details. And Jack is gonna take a look around. Can I see how empty it is compared to when it was busy during the Everhold games?
Oh, yes.
Like that difference?
Yep, it is a massive difference. It's like a coastal town immediately after summer ends.
Man, if only we had a spell that could just write giant messages into the sky. We can just say, "Oi, fucker, meet us in this field, meet us out in this field. We want to settle this."
Perhaps something a little less vulgar.
I mean, get the message across.
Well, yes, but a little less vulgar.
Okay. Okay. Hey, asshole. How about we swap fucker to asshole?
I said less vulgar.
I may have something that would get their attention.
Ooh.
I think you should. Yeah, you're all being a kind of blunt about it. No, I'm trying to think of it as a hunt. Now, it was busy before. They tried to incite a panic by saying there was a bomb in the stadium, but because we didn't start yelling bomb, there was no panic, there was no tragedy of people running over to each other,
Mm-hmm.
but now it's empty. They haven't made a move because their traps didn't work. Because it's empty now, much more than before, it will be much easier for them to find us. Which means we're gonna have to be careful because now we can't just blend into the crowd.
Of course.
And if we
course.
start issuing challenges, well, we can't exactly start issuing them out loud because even then, people will talk. And we might not be able to get a private fight with them. And it's not exactly we can say, hey, meet us out here, or hey, meet us over there. Chances are they're going to find us before we can even get the challenge to them. We can not guarantee that they'll even see it.
And
Um,
well, go ahead.
I had an out of character question. D, my awakened mind ability allows me to telepathically speak to any creature that I can see within 30 feet of me. We don't have to share a language. They basically, like, as long as they can speak one language, they can understand what I'm trying to communicate.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say that that is only words, or could it be images as well?
It's words and your intention behind them.
Okay. All right, then got it. Thank you.
So
Sorry, I had one more thing.
okay.
And what do you suppose we do after you reach his thoughts and all of
I
this
don't
is
know.
over?
I don't know. I would hope that I would be able to better formulate a plan at that time, or at the very least communicate what I had seen to all of the rest of you, and we can discuss.
I suppose so. I do not like the idea of capturing somebody.
Unfortunately, at the moment, we are running on no information. I have a feeling that they are still attempting to hunt me because I am the only one of all of us to have seen their leader.
That is true.
And right now they have the advantage.
Did you hear his voice? Did he speak at all?
Yes,
And
I don't know.
It was a deep and bassy kind of regal sounding voice, incidentally. A lot of command
It's
behind
also
it.
Yeah.
also sound like it came from the Midwest.
God damn it.
Shush. No.
It did not. It did not sound like Oxton.
See, now I thought I gave a pretty good description of Arkston's
Yeah,
voice just
yeah, that's
then.
what I
I-
thought too.
Yeah, You might have, but I wasn't there at the time, so I don't actually know.
Nah, that's fair.
It sounds similar.
My bad.
You're all good.
Emphasis on similar.
Yeah,
Right.
I think that we have several ways that we could draw them out into the open. I think, Avni, that you have actually given them the hint that I would think of. If, since I am the only one that saw their leader, and I am the only one who could communicate anything about their leader, if you told Tvarian about that, then he knows I am back. And they will know soon.
I propose they will know soon as I I was vague myself about those details.
If they know that I am back, then they may resume their hunt. We may even see Castigon again soon.
It is possible.
However, I think by that point, they will be taking us all a little more seriously.
Indeed. Well, I think we all best be on our guard.
Of course.
So with
Well,
that,
sorry, I was just was gonna have Forrest like ask Guerra what she thought of all of it.
sure.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Cheryl?
Hold on, I had to unmute.
Okay. Yes, Guerra, what do you think? You've been thinking a bit?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to think that it's Arkston,
Agreed.
but I wasn't there, but everything all of you have said points to him. But one of the things I do know is that illusions are a thing. And this could be someone trying to mess with our heads. I
Agreed.
hope that's the case. That is the best case scenario. Someone disguised themselves as Arkston.
That's what I think too.
But we have to be mentally prepared for it being him. You know,
Of
plan
course.
for the hope for the best, plan for the worst.
Of course.
They just take a deep breath at that. Okay. Okay.
So with that,
So, I'll let you finish. I'll let you finish.
you better, because you already had your moment and it was really good. Okay, so with that, you guys are back at the hotel room. It is currently past nightfall. You hear a knock on the door. The newly repaired door.
I was about to say.
I'll get it.
Fixing that.
Forrest has another bowl of jambalaya.
I'll get it. Grabs the door, rips off its hinges. Yes.
Oh, right.
Oh, hi. It's a small Knoll child. I have a message for you. And he holds up an envelope.
Thank. No, in Knowledge I say, I'll say, thank you, small one.
You're welcome, big one.
Opens the letter. I don't know how to read. Someone else.
Oh my goodness.
I fucking saw that coming, and I love it.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'll read it.
Okay, so you find this letter that I'm going to post in chat that I'm going to let you read out.
Very well.
There it is.
Alright. By decree of his grace, Havati Holmoran, Duke of Wit, a banquet and ball shall be held in honor of those who so heroically saved the citizens of Bend while defeating its assailants. A splendorous event shall be held at sunset on the final day of the month of the Angler. Donations of coin and pledges of harvest will be made in aid in Nax's recovery. Oh, so a ball is happening.
Oh.
I know what you're thinking, Forrest. I know.
Do you?
Well, possibly.
Sorry.
I've had enough of parties.
Well, this one is a dance party. Maybe it could be a little bit of fun.
Even worse.
It's not so bad. I haven't shown off my moves.
Forrest is just like blankly stares at him.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
It says made to aid in Knack's recovery. Is
Oh,
that just
whoops.
a
Shit.
typo on your part, or does that actually say that in the
Oh,
letter?
Ben's recovery. Oops.
That is a typo on my part. Sorry, it's
Okay.
Ben's recovery.
Bend. Got it.
Thank you.
Okay.
That makes more sense. I was about to say Knack. Wait a minute.
I
Well,
can't
Knack
help
was
but think next recovery. What did Ginger do?
Knack was attacked, and Bend was burnt to the ground. So they're just recovering Knack, and yeah.
So, the month of the angler, that is this current month. It ends in about 3 weeks. So 3 weeks from now, there's a ball to be held in your honor, and this is an invitation for all of you.
Does it say like where?
It is at Holmorn Manor, the actual home of Haverty Holmorn. It's just to the east of, the west of the town of Witt, which is just to the west of Averhold. And I'll bring up the map, not the world map, but the local map, just to illustrate where that is. One moment. Do 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 do. And I gotta zoom in because it's really small on this. So Witt is just to the west of Averhold, and Holmorn Manor is just to the west of Witt. So
Okay.
yeah. So you have 3 weeks to prepare for a ball.
Oh
I-
boy.
Do we have to go?
Well, it doesn't say you have to, but I think it would be nice to.
I
It
don't
is held
think
in
we
our
have a
honor.
choice.
And what if Tavarian and Castigon and Burke were to try to attack us while we were there?
Well, the ball is held in our honor, correct?
Alright,
we
and
can
the
just
Duke of
we can
and
just request them out.
and the Duke is gonna be there. The Duke of Averhold, right?
Duke of Wit.
Sure. Duke of Smarts, whatever.
Wait, is a town.
Sure it is.
It is. It she, like pulls out the map. It's right there.
Alright, you need a bath, Kitty.
That is irrelevant.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm about at my wit's end.
But
Good.
It is good.
So-
It is good to have you back, Usnar.
So it's the Duke. Then there's going to be other people there, right? And it's a smallish, well, smaller than Averhold. It would be easy to attack, possibly burn down. Much easier than a town, yes?
I can agree with that.
What if they strike there? We attend a ball. We're not expecting, to be attacked. We drop our guard. We get all fancy with everyone.
Mm,
That is
It-
why I said be on your guard always.
I've always been on my
I
guard.
I think that this is exactly the opposite of luring them away from civilians and the city and innocent bystanders. I think that this is specifically putting innocent civilians as a giant target.
Maybe that's why they did it. Because
Oh,
they're
you go-
trying to lure them out.
Oh,
I do
you're.
not think the Duke of Wit thought that far ahead.
Who says it was the Duke that sent this letter?
Fair.
Man, you're just way too paranoid.
Consider the things
I-
we've been through.
I think that regardless of what we want to do, it's going to happen anyway, and they are going to take advantage of it. It is better that we are there to help when they are needed, rather than not go and leave them all in danger anyway.
I think it is better to hunt them down in the 3 weeks before this, so
Well-
that they will be safe either way.
We could try to hunt them down, and it could lead to nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But where is it best? Hope for the best, expect the worst. And right now, the worst seems to be they'll attack we're at this ball. And if we prepare for the worst, we could make it not the worst.
It's like there's a giant arbitrary thing that's potentially setting up a trap for us because a giant god in the sky decided that this is a good set piece for a grand story.
I feel like I hear a whistle in the distance.
Usnar, you should
Hmm.
probably listen to us. After all, we didn't die.
Oh.
Ah.
Oh.
Ooh,
Shots
Wow.
fired.
Wow.
that was rather uncalled for, Jacques.
No, I think
Either
it was
way,
fun.
we're going to have to go. So I
I
suggest.
mean, do we?
I mean, I'll hold this ball, whatever it is that needs to be held, but
Spurley, please.
If
So
they're going to attack it anyway, I'm going to be there.
If they are going to attack it anyways, then of course we should be there. But we should prepare for the worst. I agree with that. We should
Indeed.
absolutely, however, hunt him down before this happens. We have 3 weeks.
Well, you'll have fun with that. I wasn't invited.
Yes, you were.
Yes, you were.
Yes, you were.
You
he
helped.
died in bed.
helped
Remember, he
defend-
wasn't the hero of band.
But he specifically distracted Castigon and threw Castigon into the river.
Post mortem, I guess.
In fact, that makes Usnar a saint.
Does it though?
Technically, yes.
Saint Usnar.
Saint Usnar the Drunken.
okay, so
Kind
Don't
of
be-
rolls off the tongue.
It does, doesn't it?
so with that,
Pringle,
so with that, we are going to end tonight's session, and we'll be back next week.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
hey, Pringle, I need to borrow money so I can buy some actual clothes.
I don't have any money.
Bullshit.
So just to let y'all know, I was fully prepared to go all Pepe Sylvia with all the Arkston shit.
well,
I was prepared.
could still happen.
It could still happen, but I'm prepared.
Waver's gonna be spending the next couple of weeks, out on the street with her lute performing to drum up some money.
Nova will kindly request that Usnar keep his current garb.
She'll start writing a song about Wrathbone.
Aw. Avnay sitting
I'm-
on their champion money. Money they got from the tourney.
Usnar's
going to
Usnar's
your
trying to
raffle.
rob a bank to afford clothes to go to the ball with.
All right, so we are going to raid Melon Rose, who's also running Dungeons and Dragons. That's where our friend Mark is a player, I believe. So we're going to raid them now.
Woohoo!
Have a good night, everybody.
Good
night.
night.
Bye, everybody.
Raiding in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Panty raid.
Wow.